And we're back. No. What's going on, everybody? Back at our perspective houses, but it's 40K Thursday once again. Today is actually going to be kind of well, from my perspective and from anybody who's enthusiastic about competing and building a list, Todd is going to take us through his fantastic, one of the harder lists I've ever had to go up against, his Blood Angels list and how he gets the most out of the Blood Angels Primaris. And you have a Smash captain in there, right? Captain Smash?
Just the one.
Just the one? Yeah. Captain Smash, who is ridiculous and really effective at dealing with, well, whatever you need dealt with. It's going to be a 2,000 point list, and he's going to be taking us through kind of what its strengths are, why he chose the units that he did, and the auras and rerolls that if you are planning on playing something similar, you just can't forget. Also, probably stratagems and psychic powers, that sort of thing. So it'll be the complete view of the list. So if you want to go ahead and get us started, we'll start with HQs. What are your HQs for this particular list?
Well, I want to talk about the idea for this list
Okay.
first.
All right. The inspiration, like when looking at
Yeah.
this, where did this list come from? Where did it
So I
coalesce?
sent I sent you this article
Is
on
it on
Facebook.
the Book of Face? All right. One second. Pull
Yeah,
that up.
and it's going to be the very top list. This is from Depticon in 2018 last year.
Okay.
So this guy Andrew Gagno, who
Sounds familiar.
he makes a lot of lists. He's a consistent top player, but he had this list wherein he was utilizing the just three 5-man units of aggressors
Yeah.
that are Blood Angels, and he had a 10-man unit of Sanguinary Guard, or 9-man or something, and a shit ton of infantry for Astra Militarum. And this was before they nerfed it so you couldn't deep strike after turn one.
Oh, really? Okay. So
So, well, you couldn't deep strike on turn one, rather.
okay, that
And
makes more sense.
so, Sanguinary Guard were like a tier one choice. They would deep strike and they would kill, like, almost literally anything in the game turn one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because they would use the, what's it called? Descent of Angels, I think.
Yeah.
And then they charge 3d6 and they just one shot anything. It
Good
was
God.
disgusting. So you had that blob of Sanguinary Guard to do that.
Nice.
And then he had that paired with all these aggressors that were around the company ancient with the banner of the standard of sacrifice,
hmm
which
Now,
gives a 5-up feel no pain.
perfect. I was gonna say that which is probably
But
one of the more ridiculous relics in even all of Primaris.
yeah, well, this guy, he had a decent chance of winning Adepticon, but he got DQ'd because he has Gabriel Seth and he was playing Flesh Terriers. And you can't take the standard of sacrifice unless you're playing Blood Angels. You can't be playing Flesh Terrors.
Oh,
So, yeah, rest in peace, Andrew Gagno. He lost his chance to win this event.
rip and
This list also had
pepperonis.
seven units of mortars, which isn't allowed anymore.
Holy crap!
But
What's the most you're allowed to take anymore? Is it like
well, rule of three, so
three? Okay,
three.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can put them in troop units, but you can't take like the units of 3 mortars
Oh
like
god.
7 times. So he had a shit ton of mortars and just a shit ton of like low strength shooting.
Yeah.
And I saw this list, and then I was like, man, that's cool. And now, like a year later, this has other tools that make it good, and they've lowered the cost of Dante, so you can get the Chapter Master
Oh,
reroll that he was looking for with Gabriel Seth, but
yeah.
then also legally have the banner,
Okay.
which he needed, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the idea of it comes from. Mine is a lot less optimized because I wanted to play more Primaris Marines,
Yeah.
and he has an absolute crap ton of infantry squads, which are really strong as well, but it wasn't what I was going for.
Yeah. Well, and then you have to do. Of course, you have to de-optimize when you're not allowed to bring as much as the regular stuff that he used, like that, because of the rules almost. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, building off of that, I knew I wanted to use all the aggressor squads because aggressors are awesome. So,
Fair. Kick ass. One of
I
my
tried to
favorite
figure out,
Primaris units, if I'm
besides
honest.
Hellblasters,
No, no, I like them more than
besides the Dreadnought.
Hellblasters. No, you know what? I think it is my favorite Primaris unit. Now that I think
The
about it.
Dreadnought is.
No, no, the aggressors.
Oh,
I fucking love them. I think their design is amazing. I think they look great. They're fun on the table. They're fun to paint. Like, there's no downside of the aggressors other than they can't like fly. I guess. Like,
they're chonky.
they're
They're
chunky
chonky boys.
boys. Yeah.
All right. So now I guess we can just get into the meat and potatoes of this list. So
Why did you put potatoes in your list? It's all meat, no
I
potatoes.
love carbs.
Ah, that's
That's
true.
why. So, um, the HQs, right? I got the Smash Captain, Jump Pack, Storm Shield, Thunderhammer. Usually, I give him the relic that makes it so that he can't be overwatched. And this
That's a good
guy,
relic.
yeah. So the strategy with this guy nowadays is you put him on the field, then you pay 2 command points to take him off the field, then you pay 3 command points to have him charge 3d6. So he just
So
it costs 5 command points to kill stuff.
damn.
And you can spend 8 command points if you want, and then he fights twice and kills
Okay.
anything.
Damn.
So
Significant investment. You know, a whole battalion worth of points, but I've
yeah, but
seen
then
it
he
do the
one
work.
shot stuff.
I've seen
So
it do the work. Is the scary thing. Like I've seen him one shot 2 tanks. It was ridiculous.
yeah, and if you can wait till turn 2, then it only costs 3 because you just deep strike him naturally and then charge 3d6.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
So yeah, that guy's bread and butter. It's one of the reasons why Blood Angels has ever
Ridiculous.
been successful in any way.
Makes
And
sense.
then we have Commander Dante, which gives us the full Chapter Master reroll on all of our intercessor or our aggressors' many shots.
So many shots.
And also Dante is no slouch himself. He's got full reroll to wound when he attacks characters, so he's got full reroll to hit and to wound.
Damn.
He's got an Inferno pistol, which is just a melt-a-gun.
It's still nice.
Yeah, well, it's nice that he has it because then he can just barrel stuff people with it and shoot them in close
During the fight
combat and just
phase,
kill
yeah.
them.
Which I think is one of the better visuals in like when the theater of the mind when you're playing. Like, oh yeah, close combat pistol, whitting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plus, he has 6 wounds, which is a lot, and he has 6 attacks,
Damn.
which is a lot, and he's strength 6, which is pretty good.
Damn.
So, there's kind of nothing to complain about there.
Yeah.
He's pretty badass, and in the last chapter proved he went down like 80 points, I think, maybe, or 60
Holy
or 50,
shit.
somewhere around there. Like he went down a lot of points.
That's
So now he's a value menu 175 for the full reroll.
It's a good value.
Yeah. He got his head cut off by a Wraith Lord last time I played him.
Oh, well, at least he got to the Wraith Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the next one is a newer addition that I threw in. The Lieutenant in Phobos armor. The Phobos armor is the sneaky armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of the new HQs from the
Shadow Spear.
Shadow Spear box. And it was either him... Well, I needed an HQ that had the Phobos armor because they have a Warlord trait, and this is the only reason why I take him. Alright, over just a normal Lieutenant.
Yeah.
There's this Warlord trait where you can add 1 to the movement characteristics of your Blood Angels when they're within 6 inches. In addition, add 1 to advance and charge rolls for Blood Angels when they're within 6 inches.
So your aggressors are no longer the slow boys; they are normal speed boys.
They're very fast
Yeah.
because you advance every turn unless you're charging because they can advance and shoot with no penalty.
Yeah.
So basically, this gives you +2 to your movement every time you move.
That's
And well,
good.
actually, no matter what, it's +2 to your movement because if you're not advancing, then you're charging, and then you get the +1 to your charge roll. So it's +2 to your movement on all your guys.
Damn.
So it's very strong. It makes the guys a lot faster. It kind of solves some of the problem where it's like
How do
hard
I
to
get 'em
reach
there?
objectives. Yeah, hard to get to the center of the board. Hard to get into range if they don't want you to. But
So it just
with
frees
this,
up the flamer option right now.
oh yeah, flamer option. No.
No.
So, with this ability, you go from moving a minimum of 6 inches to a minimum of 8 inches, and That's like,
That's
you
real
know,
good.
and then you can move up to 14 inches, right? Is the math right?
Let's see.
8
So
plus 6, yeah.
yeah.
So 14 inches.
Damn.
Wait, no. 13 inches. Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Very, very fast, a lot faster. Catches people off guard a little bit how fast they move. And also, people don't expect to be so annihilated by it because I firmly believe this, and I could be wrong, but I don't care. I firmly believe that this army is the strongest army in the game if you're between 0 and 18 inches away. It's the best army in that case.
Okay.
The rest of the game, it is not very good. But if you're between 0 and 18 inches,
The world
it's
is your oyster.
really, really powerful. It just destroys things.
Makes
And
sense.
anything that you can't destroy with your shooting, you just destroy in close combat with power fists. So
Which are très good.
yeah, especially on Blood Angels, especially with full reroll from Dante.
Oh, that full reroll though. Okay. Good God. So you have a blob of how many aggressors around Dante and the banner?
The maximum amount, 18 aggressors. And then
It's funny because I've seen them all together and I was like, why does he have so many? And now it's all coming together.
it's a big blob, and they kill you in close combat, and they kill you with shooting, and they kill you.
And they have a 5-up feel no pain.
Yeah, yeah. For the troops, I have 2 max strength intercessor squads because I like Primaris.
They're
It's
fun.
probably more optimal to do scouts or something, but
I'm
the
the same way when it comes to the troops though. Like if I can fill it out with Primaris units, they look so much. Their look is so much cooler. Like and I don't know. I love the way they look, and especially like with the scouts not looking as impressive anymore. With like now that the Phobos armor guys are out, like it's like
yeah.
this is fine, I guess.
Well, I might cut some of these and put in the new troop,
The Phobos,
the Phobos troop with
yeah,
the
the
Omni
Scrambler.
Scrambler,
Yeah, you
right?
ain't deep striking shit.
And in this list, it's surprising how resilient and potent 20 wounds is, and the 20 wounds on the intercessors is, it ends up being a lot to chew through. And with the new bolter rule, they can put down a good amount of shooting.
Damn.
And I gave my sergeants fists because I want to do 3 fist attacks from my from my sergeant. It's like
Ha
the surprise
ha.
kidney punch.
Hacha, hacha, hacha.
Plus the unit is a Blood Angels unit, so if you
Makes
get in
sense.
there, it does the 20 attacks, and they're all +1 to wound. Well, 21 attacks, and 3 of them are fists,
Good God.
and they're all +1 to wound. So you can do a lot of damage in close combat with them. They tear anything that's toughness 3 absolutely apart. They've killed many a Xeno by just like walking up and
Squishing
stabbing
their
them in the
heads.
face. Yeah,
Just imagine the power fist users squish your head, squish your head, squish your head, squish your
a bit sadistic, but they are Blood Angels. So
head.
then I have a Scout unit because you gotta fill that battalion. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then we have the 3 max strength units of aggressors. They're toughness 5. They have the feel no pain, like I mentioned before with the banner. They're surprisingly hard to shift. They're absolutely devastating in close combat. They're the point of the list. They're sick. People are always surprised at how hard they are to kill. They're like, "What the hell?" And then it's like, "I'm gonna charge you now," and then they kill the thing that I'm charging. I had a guy move up a Wraith Knight and then assault one of my units, and then he killed like 2 of them, and then I was like, "Here we go!" And I
Pilot.
charged with the rest of them, and like,
Shit. Just into the dirt.
yeah,
Damn.
pounded that guy into pudding.
That's pretty good.
The power fist is my favorite part. The shooting is hella strong, but the power fist is my favorite part, especially with Blood Angels.
Oh yeah.
Then we have a AdMech battalion. It's the absolute minimum. 3 units of Rangers and 2 Engine Seers. This is just to get command points. It
Oh,
also
okay.
gives it also gives stuff that you can leave back on objectives because all the Blood Angels want to move forward because
Oh, that
they're
makes
good in close
sense.
combat. So
Yeah.
like move up the big castle of guys forward, and you have stuff to leave behind. It's all Styges, so it's -1 to be hit, and then it stands on objectives and does nothing else except for give me command points
No,
and
that
give up
works.
kill points
I mean, and give up
and
kill
make the
points.
army too many drops. So my opponent gets +1 to go first.
Oh, that's okay. You don't need first strike with that. Go ahead, charge into my aggressors. Just see what happens.
I wish I could replace that detachment with more Blood Angels, but the points just aren't there.
Oh yeah, like if you would bare minimums, you couldn't even.
Yeah,
Damn, just like
because
a
the
shitload of
AdMech are
scouts.
just way
They're
cheaper.
so much
Yeah,
cheaper. Like it's that is kind of one of the things about playing a Primaris army. You don't have a whole lot of like everything does have its point cost is not insignificant once you get rolling with building lists and filling it out. But I like that you put together a list that has all of the things that you want to play and also sounds ridiculous, like just brutally effective on the field. Now, you said you have so your HQs. You have character, Phobos armor, and then who's the third HQ for your battalion, or do you only take two?
the Smash Captain.
Smash, duh, Captain Smash.
Yeah,
Captain Smash. Now, do
and
you
well, I gotta get onto the secret sauce of the
Oh,
list.
no. Okay, here we go.
So the secret sauce is I take a auxiliary support detachment and I put in the custode guy that carries a banner.
Okay.
And this banner guy, uh, you take the banner called the Vexilla Defensor, and it
Okay.
makes it so Imperial infantry with units have a 5-up invulnerable against ranged attacks while they're within 9 inches, wholly within 9 inches of the banner.
That's disgusting. So now you have a
Yeah,
blob of 5-up invuln, 5-up feel no pain, Jillian
yes.
fucking aggressors.
That's the secret sauce because
Oh,
then you got the five
oh.
up,
No.
5-up,
Oh, Jesus.
and that's mathematically that's a 3-up against 1 damage weapons. So we got the 3-up. If they're going through the armor, we're not dying. We're not gonna die straight away. And
Holy
if you
crap.
save, I've been bombarded with plasma before, and then it's like, oh, you just save a couple with the invuln, and then you pass 1 out of 2 feel no pains, and then the next 2 damage shot goes on that guy that's already taken a wound, and then he dies, and then you've mitigated 3 shots on the one dude
Damn.
instead of one shot killing one marine,
Mm-hmm.
one Primaris marine. It takes 3 shots to kill a Primaris marine, and then it's like your point efficiency is out the window at that point. You're
That's,
not doing nearly enough damage with the amount that you've invested into your plasma guns
yeah.
and everything. And then also, if you're in range to rapid fire, like I said before, you're in the range where this army is the strongest army between 0 and 18 inches. So you either die to the bolt guns, I just shoot, or they walk up and then pound your guys into pudding. Either way,
Damn.
it's
Oh my
so
god.
plasma doesn't really work against the army almost at all. At least traditional plasma.
So really, you just need all of the smiting in the world.
Got a 5-up against that though.
Ah, yeah, it's true. You need somebody to snipe characters.
Yeah, I hate that. Don't do that. But the other secret sauce in this
I
list,
was gonna
the
say
secret sauce,
the double secret sauce.
85 points for the assassin. So I bring my
Cultists.
Vindicare to shoot your
Vindicare.
Vindicare, so that your Vindicare can't shoot my characters,
There you go.
or whatever other one. I've been very impressed by the Eversor assassin. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He can kill 32 orcs in one round of combat. He's disgusting
Ha-
because he does 8 attacks, and then for every guy that he kills, he gets another. He just does another attack, and then for one, I think it's one, it might be two command points, he can just attack again.
Holy crap.
And he's just strong enough that like he goes right through the crappy armor,
Just
and yeah, he can just
mutilates.
mow people down.
That's insane.
He's great. Fantastic assassin. I'd recommend him and the Vindicare. I hate the other ones.
You hate the
The Calexis, the Calexis is
that's
supposed to be good. I've never seen it be good personally. I guess I can imagine if somebody did their entire list as only smites, and then I put that in front of my army turn one, that would that would cause them some problems. But like, but besides that, it's I mean,
Mm,
I've never been
just
super impressed by him.
too
People have
focused.
yeah,
Not
and I've played against it many times with my chaos,
yeah.
which is a crap ton of psychers, and then
Yeah.
they deep strike it behind, and then they're like, "I'm gonna kill your psyker," and then he charges in and does nothing, and then I just move my psyker away, and then buff my guys, and then it's like, okay,
All right, guys, beat him to death.
your assassin's back here, and then I just ignore it for the rest of the game.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah,
Nothing,
or I
nothing. There's no feel bad in Warhammer like somebody just ignoring a unit that they don't have to deal with. Like, because like if they're ignoring you, you're like, well, that was a fucking waste. It's fine. It's fine.
why
It's
why
fine.
did I take this? Why do I have this?
Yeah. Why do I
Why did
just?
I pay money for this model?
I just suck at this game. I just suck at it. That's the worst feeling in Warhammer. When somebody's like, "It's fine. I'll get to that later." You're like, "No, do it. There's
I've
something
had I've had
doing
the I've had the Calexis assassin charge a Herald of Nurgle 3 times, and then finally kill it on the third time, and I'm like, cool.
The rest of your army's dead, bro.
Like I don't care. Fine.
Damn. That's
Or the assassin comes out, charges, right, and then the Calexis assassin is pretty dank because he can only be hit on 6s, right?
yeah.
But then I just one shot it with a Plague Burst Crawler. It doesn't roll to hit. It automatically hits. You're dead.
Damn, dude. That's
So I've
fucking
personally
funny.
never seen it like
Deliver.
win the game for somebody.
Okay. That's funny. Okay, so you have just a single custode and an assassin complementing your ridiculous blob of aggressors who have
Yeah.
5-up invuln, 5-up feel no pain. You have
Toughness 5.
toughness 5. That's what
Yeah.
forget. Fives all the way
Yeah.
across the board.
Fives. We got fives.
It's
for
all in the
days.
5. No, and then you have Captain Smash falling from the heavens to destroy anything that gets close to him. Some dudes to sit on objectives, and then
Yeah.
a regular strength Primaris. Just regular dudes filling out
2 units of 10.
two
dudes.
units of 10 dudes and some scouts. And what the hell do you even do against that besides hope you get an assassin on a character and then try to go from there, or like what is this? Okay, is it armies who could stay out of like 18 inches? I guess. Now would
Yes.
I'm trying to think of an army
that's
that would.
not good. I don't like that very
That's-
much at all.
I'm just trying to think of like armies that would be particularly good against this, and it's really hard to think of one. The only one I'm like maybe Tau, or like a really good tank line Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
Like-
IGE.
Yeah,
Knights can be pretty good because the shooting does nothing against them.
no, that's fair.
I mean, it can do a couple whole points. Like you'd have to let me charge you, which probably
Right.
will eventually. But like,
Then you just step away, fire,
Yeah.
charge in, and punch. Yeah.
and then my like typically people don't have that I've played with this list. They don't have like, oh, here's a crap ton of long range shooting. They just have like, here's some long range shooting, and then I'm like, cool. My captain assassinates that, and then like we move on with our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Like,
Then they just have their normal stuff, their mid range stuff, and their mid range stuff
isn't as
loses to this mid range stuff. This is the best mid range stuff.
good. Damn. That's like, that's fucked up.
Yep.
No, it's
I've had people try to deep strike next to it, and then
Yeah.
it's like Auspex scan, and then it's -1 to be hit, -1 to shoot with the Auspex scan. But then with the full reroll from Dante, and then reroll ones to wound with the lieutenant, it's like I've gunned down an entire unit of Gene Stealers. It's a billion shots, man. It's a billion shots.
like, did you have to like buy more dice just to run this army because of all of them shooting at once? Because I mean, that's you have to use a dice rolling app. Like,
I have a lot of dice.
that's fair. Damn, dude. Okay, and then now I noticed your Blood Angel army has a particularly interesting paint scheme for Blood Angels. Now,
It's not Blood Angels.
okay,
That's-
yeah,
that's
okay,
what-
good. Well, but it seems, isn't it like one of the sub factions of Angels?
No,
No?
it's not even a successor chapter for Blood Angels.
Oh.
It's Sons of the Phoenix,
Oh,
which is it's one of the new. It's a new Primaris only chapter. I don't.
we're
I
totally
don't-
not Emperor's Children.
Yeah, it's those ones, and I don't really follow the because theoretically I shouldn't have any scouts because it's Primaris only, and I should theoretically have some kind of conversion to represent Dante, but like I just haven't had time to handle all that stuff.
That's fair. Now,
But I want to in the future. It's my favorite army.
yeah,
I love, yeah, I love the aesthetics of the Sons of the Phoenix are beautiful, right? But they just have all these, they have all these things that are super extra that I really enjoy, like the candles just like on their
yeah,
armor, and like a shit ton of purity seals, and like bones that they just like have on their armor that they just adorn themselves with, and like I love all that stuff, but like that makes it so that it's not an army that you can just like bang out. It's been a
yeah,
work in progress for years, and that's like how I like to keep it. So it's not like my primary tournament
yeah.
army where you have to have, you know, like all the colors
The
and everything,
minimums.
because
Yeah,
yeah, because like I didn't want to rush any of it, because I really enjoy the aesthetic for what the aesthetic is,
yeah.
and I want it to be done with that aesthetic. Otherwise, there's no point in choosing that chapter.
Makes sense. I do
But
love.
like now that Blood Ravens are coming out, I've loved Blood Ravens for a long time.
They could
But now I
just.
have Sons of the Phoenix, and I can't do Blood Ravens, and it's sad.
Oh, are they, I didn't hear. Is there going to actually be rules for Blood Ravens?
Yeah, they're putting out rules for Blood Ravens.
Wow, really? Shit. Is it going to be a bunch or is it just Blood Ravens?
It's gonna be a White Dwarf for Blood Ravens, kind of like the
Wow.
Crimson Fists White Dwarf.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was cool. They got a new chapter tactic, and
Now, it'd be interesting to
did
see.
they get a new stratagem? I don't know. They got a new chapter tactic, and they got a new chapter tactic, and then they have access to Bolter Drill.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Be interesting to see like if through White Dwarf we get a lot more updates on because like the Primaris things like there's a I feel like there's a lot lacking flavor for as much as they have written behind, especially Primaris, because it's one of the main things that are written about, of course, as far as the Space Marines and everything, if you're reading the books, and especially the whole Horus Heresy is just the chapters of a lot of these things, but then we don't have updated rules for like like anybody. Like I feel like if you're not playing Ultramarines, you're playing like a little bit outdated almost. Except for now, Blood Angels have gotten their codex, Space Wolves has gotten their codex, and like so I'd be interesting
There's,
to
I mean, all the ones that are different have their own codexes,
yeah
but like, yeah, I don't know if there's like a crap ton of flavor there, and like Ultramarines don't have a crap ton of flavor either.
yeah well. That's why I was sounding like I feel like the Ultramarines Codex is the regular Codex, like
Yeah,
because they have Gilliman, they everything if you reading it is painted bastard blue, and then theirs is the main force of everything, and I feel like their rules are pretty damn good, and like they don't really need that too much of an adjustment. Like you never look at somebody playing Ultramarines and go like, you know, every once in a while, and I will like, oh, what do you play? I play Salamanders. You know, I mean that's cool.
yeah, but Iron Hands is gonna get a special character pretty soon.
Yeah, that's true. It's in the
Yeah,
next box.
and their chapter tactic sucks. So
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they get another chapter tactic. That one's just so ridiculously. I can never think of like a game that I've played that would have come in useful at all.
yeah, yeah, it
It's
doesn't do
just
anything.
it does nothing.
It
It's
doesn't. Well,
literally
it
like
does. Like here's a way to put it in context where it's like this is complete crap, right?
yeah,
I take a banner that does 2 times as much, and then they have Blood Angels chapter tactics,
yeah.
which it's just way better.
It's a
It's
million times better.
disturbing how bad they are.
Oh
What
god.
it's like, oh, my chapter tactic does nothing, and then they have a. I'm pretty sure that their stratagem is also terrible, where it's like it does something to your vehicle to
Yeah.
protect it from mortal wounds or something like that. Isn't that what it is?
Some vague nonsensory like that. Let me see if I have it.
It's something useless. I would know what it was if it was useful.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one knows because no one like every time ever you read it, you're like, well, I'm not playing those fuckers. Like,
I love Iron Hands. They're another one where it's like the aesthetic of
Iron
them, where they've
Hands.
got all the cybernetic enhancements and everything. That would make for a sweet modeling project.
Oh yeah,
and they would
like
look sick afterwards.
machine empathy. Use the stratagem before an Iron Hands vehicle attacks in the shooting phase. Until the end of the moving phase, ignore penalties for moving and firing a heavy weapon or for advancing and firing an assault weapon, which has been pretty much taken care of by just playing Primaris. Almost all of them, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Oh no, that's so lame.
That's their special stratagem.
They should have a special. They should. Okay, Games Workshop. Here we go.
Listen up.
A specialist attachment for Iron Hands, right? Where you pay one command point, and then every dreadnought in the detachment gets 4 up, feel no pain.
Oh yeah.
Who cares? Give it to them. Let's do it.
You know.
Let's do it. All the Forge World dreadnoughts, the Primaris dreadnoughts, the Contemptors, the
Holy
Forge
crap.
World Contemptors, Leviathans. Let's go. Let's get some dreadnoughts
work
on the table.
done.
Yeah. Let's get some Iron Hand dreadnoughts running around. We can give them a stratagem where they get +1 to hit if they shoot at something that a Tech Marine has shot at or something like that.
Something that
like,
hasn't moved.
yeah, let's do it. Come on. Some kind of relic that like actually repairs a significant amount.
Right? You better do something. Oh man.
Yeah. Let's go. 4 up, feel no pain on all the dreadnoughts. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. No, but seriously, like, and so it'd be interesting to see if White Dwarf they use this kind of same idea to bring in stuff like for the less played chapters. I think if they took like a fucking poll of played chapters and just started at the bottom with the least played and moved their way up until, you know, like at least the least played ones had more options. You know, I think it'd be interesting.
Well, there's some disappointing gaps where there used to be rules for Red Scorpion. All the Badab War chapters.
Oh yeah,
they got rules from Forge World, like the Red Scorpions, the Manus Warriors, the Star Phantoms, and most importantly the Carcharodons.
I was gonna say the
Carcharodons are sick.
They're so cool.
Let's get rules for Carcharodons. Where are the Carcharodon rules? Come on,
Come on, Forge World. Pay attention.
Where are the rules?
Man,
that's what I want.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like, I'm excited to see these Bloodraven rules, though.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
because
you steal one of your opponent's artifacts.
Ooh, that'd be
ridiculous. Oh,
it could be spicy for sure. They should have their own psychic table because they're very psychic.
Oh shit, I forgot about that part.
I don't know what their chapter tactic would be, but they should get another psychic table.
Roll 3d6 on a 15 up, you steal a relic.
That's pretty low odds.
Yeah, but I mean, you're stealing a relic.
Yeah. How about you just do it? Fuck it.
Oh, dude, that'd be so OP. Holy crap. This is
well, what if you just copy it? They have it, but you also have it.
Okay, that'd be interesting because then you'd have to like. So if you made it like some command point cost or something, that'd be pretty interesting actually. Because you normally play like 1 command point to bring a relic, but if you pay 2 to copy somebody else's relic, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Or pull any relic from any chapter for 2 points.
They just have their own list of relics, and you just get like 3 for free.
And all of holy crap, that would be super fluffy flavor.
Instead of any other chapter tactic, it's just like you just get 3 relics. Whatever.
No, just use your relics.
List. It's a lucky list of relics. Here, you just have some relics.
And a lot of them are just renamed other relics. And all of the names are in quotation.
Sword of not Caliban, sort of Raven.
Sort of Raven Man. Shit like that would be funny as hell.
Oh. Standard of Raven stuff. Yep. That's what our standard's called.
The standard of murder, because a bunch of crows. You fucking don't think about it too much.
Wait a second, we're not the Blood Crows.
I said not to think about it.
I'm realizing that this list that I presented was a list that I threw together to get up to 2,000 points.
Yeah.
Because it was a 1750 list.
Yeah.
So I had just added I just added to the units of intercessors in order to get to 2,000, and I had fleshed out the units of Rangers and put special weapons on the units of Rangers just so that I could get up to 2,000. So we might be able to do another Blood Angels detachment.
Oh damn!
Maybe.
Oh damn!
And then
Maybe a Blood Ravens detachment.
and then we could have a good time.
Holy
So
crap! Yeah,
I'm just saying that because I think it's exciting.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, because like the potential to pimp out and become even more just like the Blood Ravens or Blood Raven. Damn it, now I'm doing it. Blood Angels. You know, bringing them all in, killing everything. That's not only that. Like, man, you're not really giving up too many points if you're just, you know, having some scouts or something. Do you think you'd go minimalist scouts or just want to get some more fucking primate
might have
boys?
to just do scouts.
Okay, still good at sitting on stuff. Hard to, they are harder to kill than they should be almost like, because, you know, they are far too sneaky and
Fartus sneaky.
part too sneaky. Yeah, they're farty sneaky. That's not the good kind.
Could take 3 scout squads and another smash captain
Oh my god, yes.
and drop 2 intercessors.
Do that. That sounds, dude. Okay, just for what a whole other Captain Smash is gonna be worth it. But then having the purity of the all fucking Blood Angels all day and one Custode who.
And 1 custode.
And one Custode. One.
Ignore him. Ignore him.
It's not a thing. He's just chilling. You know. He's a Blood Angel. He just stole some Custode army stuff. He's fine. It's fine. He's a Custode who felt the Red Death, the Black Death, the hunger. He's a vampire. Shut up.
Oh dear.
I like that. Oh yeah. Well, it sounds like a solid ass list there. So the new
Plus-
list, two Smash captains.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
then
be
3 more units of scouts
That's
instead of lame robots being
robots.
lame.
Get away from the toaster! Get away from the toaster!
Might be worth it to cut down one of the one of the intercessor squads to 5,
Yeah.
and then upgrade one of the scout squads to an infiltrator squad,
That would
which
be
is
worth
the new guys.
That would be totally worth it because they'd be twice as awesome and then such badass models. I mean,
Twice as cool, twice as fancy.
yeah, 4 times as cool. Yeah, no, that actually, and not only that, then you get to, you know, have the ridiculous awesomeness of the chapter that you're putting together, and on top of it, you know, the Sons of the Phoenix doing those cool models with Sons of the Phoenix would just be extra cool on top of cool.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Do those guys get to infiltrate? Do the infiltrators get to infiltrate?
No,
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I thought they might just get to deep strike and be like hella lame like
Oh.
that.
The only thing their
With
scrambler's
their-
pretty expensive.
With their worst rule in the game, smoke grenades. I hate that so bad.
Why do they have
It hurts
smoke
my
grenades?
soul
Oh
personally.
yeah. Your
Yeah.
soul is like make it stop.
Instead of shooting, they can be shit.
Yeah, it's like, hey, well, it's like it's like, hey, you want to make people waste time trying to kill them, but they'd also have to detect them as a threat. Like, there's just so they're not there for that. Like, why?
Also, like they
it's
have
the
to
same
subtract
rhino.
one.
Ugh.
They have to subtract 1 from hit rolls for ranged weapons that target this unit. Why not just subtract 1 from hit rolls so they can like smoke grenade themselves and then run into combat and like
Or yeah,
I don't like make it worth using in any way at all.
or what if, you know, they could do it for other units? Like you could,
Yeah.
run up to your aggressors, be like smoke bomb. You know, that
Every
would be cool.
unit within 6 inches, -1 to be hit.
Oh yeah.
YOLO.
Now we're talking. Now we're friggin' talking, man. Like
Now we're stacking them buffs. We got auras for days, boys.
how many auras? All of the auras. You ain't never seen auras like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
These guys are pretty cool because you can infiltrate them and then charge people, and since they're blood angels, they'll kill them.
Yeah. Holy crap! They will kill somebody.
Yeah, they'll kill Xenos for sure.
Well, and they'll get
Slimy Xeno screens and stuff.
Xenoskin. Yeah, well, and even beyond that, they'll fucking live to do stuff because they're also Primaris, so that never hurts.
Yeah, that'd be
Damn, dude.
cool.
Yeah, you should. What I'm saying is, you do that, because that's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be real cool. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. Woo. All right. So there's there you have it. If you have any interest in Blood Angels, at oh wait, I forgot to go over why you chose Blood Angels. Like, what made that particular chapter kickin' dickin'? What made what solidified them as a choice for you?
So, I guess I had an understanding that there was no way to play a bunch of Primaris Marines and not lose instantly unless we were stacking a lot of stuff on them. So that kind of threw out Codex Marines immediately because they have Gilliman, which would make you it will make you super killy when you shoot, but like you can die before you shoot, and that's the problem, right? So then I had to look for things that have the ability to boost your survivability. So I was like Raven Guard -1 to be hit. Nah, that's not enough. And then I was like, Iron Hand 6-up, feel no pain. We're here, boys. Just kidding, right? And then and then it was between Dark Angels and Blood Angels, right? Because Dark Angels has Azrael, who has the Lion's Helm, which makes it so everybody within 6 inches gets a 4-up invuln. And I was like, well, this is sick, right?
That
This
is
will
pretty damn good.
keep us going, right? And they also have access to a vehicle called the Dark Shroud, which gives everybody within 6
I have it.
-1 to be hit, right? So then you're -1 to be hit, and you've got a 4-up invuln, and you're doing the full reroll. We're in business. That's an
Yeah,
option.
I think I'm gonna go do that.
but then their chapter tactic does nothing for this list because it's reroll ones when you stand still.
Yeah,
Who
and this
cares?
one you have
I
to be
don't care.
moving.
Yeah. And then Blood Angels has the Feel No Pain banner, and Feel No Pain is very strong.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
No -1, which kind of sucks. But if they did have -1, this would be even sicker. But we don't. And then we're able to almost get the 4-up invuln by taking the Custodes banner guy.
Yeah.
But then we also have access to Smash Captains, which is a big point in the Blood Angels' favor. So
Oh my
that's why I
god.
picked
Those
Blood Angels.
Smash Captains.
And it's harder to remove the 2 banners than it is to remove the Dark Shroud.
That's fair.
So you would be losing one of your survivability buffs by somebody just blows up your Dark Shroud with their Castellan or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely did consider Dark Angels, and I think Dark Angels would be really good for this.
So you
But
weren't interested in Black Templar at all, no?
well, Black Templar, yeah, it was Grimaldus does. I think he does something.
Oh,
No,
it's exactly
I
like
was
that.
I was not going to do Black Templar.
That's fair. Leave it.
But I
Leave some
did
for the rest of us.
I did recommend Black Templar once before because the Black Templars they have this helmet that increases the range of the auras,
Oh, damn. Okay.
right? And then my buddy put it on a chapter master, and then the chapter master gives the full reroll to hit
Damn.
in
Okay.
the aura, and then the dreadnoughts all, because he played a crap ton of dreadnoughts, and this is why I suggested it, right? And then the dreadnoughts all reroll charges, and when they make the charge, they kill stuff anyways. So
Yeah.
it was like, that was pretty cool. But also, you can't give dreadnoughts Feel No Pain with the standard of sacrifice. Otherwise, I'd probably recommend Blood Angels because Feel No
Damn.
Pain is disgusting.
Yeah. It's,
Also, the banner itself is really strong. Where on a 4-up,
Yeah.
you just shoot one of your guns.
Yeah.
6 shots. Here you go.
yeah, it's like, yeah, and even if you get through the 5-up the 5 toughness, the 5 up invuln, the 5 up feel no pain, and you finally kill a motherfucker on a 4 up, he shoots you back. Like, it's pretty good.
Yep, it's
Pretty good.
killed entire units of orc boys before.
That's fucking ridiculous. And, the banner isn't any slouch either. He has more than 1 wound, which is, saying something.
The Custodes banner has 4 strength 8 attacks, so you can put that around
Just
things.
beating you to death with a flag.
No, he's got an axe as well.
Oh, dude, even better.
He's double fisting the pieces of big equipment.
No wonder you're inspired. Like, I think it makes me feel almost invulnerable, Almost. Not actually invulnerable, just a little invulnerable.
Las cannon bounces off your face.
Hey.
Oh,
Am I still pretty? Oh, yeah. Alright, so, damn, dude, that's a hell of a list. Is it the one you're going to be bringing to the thing this weekend, or are you going to try some other goofy
Probably.
stuff out? Nice.
I like to play it for fun. That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
interested in.
I don't know. It sounds like you could take this list beyond fun into the serious, like, make it do real competitions.
I don't
with
know. It
big
has some
boys.
problems.
Oh yeah, what are some
I mean,
problems with it?
it's slow, and then like if people have stuff that does a lot of damage, then they can just kill you. Or if they have stuff that has a lot of range, they can just kill you.
What about do you find like high toughness things a problem?
Not if I'm allowed to charge them, but
That's fair.
if they stand away and they're high toughness, then yes.
I guess that's any list though. Damn, dude.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, that's one of the problems I've never been able to solve. Like, okay, how do I fuck up this thing without getting close to it? You can't. All right, let's get close to it.
Yeah, that's why screens are so powerful. You just screen out things that are
Yeah.
really killy, like Castellans and Crusaders, and then your opponent's screened out.
And then they drop a
Bad times.
smash captain right on the thing.
Right on the thing's ass. Unless you get screened out, then you can't do it.
That's true.
Then you have at least one good turn of shooting. Hopefully the lads can move up and kill the screen,
Yeah.
and then you can drop in the smash captain and kill their high value target.
Oh yeah. Oh, what do you think of the Chaos Smash Captains? Just while we're talking about them.
The one that is required, the Chain Lord, where it can do like 1 billion mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's obviously really strong, but it also requires a Warlord trait, which is bad.
Yeah.
Because then you throw that guy in, and then he dies, and then you've given up your Warlord, and then you also have given up the opportunity cost of a different Warlord trait.
Yeah.
Where like with this list, Warlord is a guy that sits inside the castle and gives a tangible bonus the entire game, and you have your captains that you just throw away.
Yeah, that's fair. So Blood Angel's still the champions of the Smash Captains.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. In fact, freaking, does that make them the best melee non monsters or mechs in the game? Like just the straight best made up
No,
melee,
the
just
Baden
regular
is the
dudes?
best melee in the game.
That's fair. Yeah. Duh.
That's just my opinion.
Sorry.
But there's
for
also
something
those,
that's on that base size, I should say, because that guy's a fucking monster.
there's also those other things
Maybe
that
literally.
I presented before, where
Oh, the
like the flawless hosts with
Yeah.
the billion attacks.
Oh yeah, that's why I was very specific and not monsters, because I remember the greater possessed fucking stacking and ridiculousness. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that combo doesn't work anymore.
No, can you only do?
You could have played it for 1 week, but now you can't,
Oh yeah, what did they say?
because flawless host can't be corn, so you can't fight twice, and you can't get the benefit of the Crimson Crown anymore. But you can still get a bunch of attacks.
I mean, still really good.
That's-
Like, it still feels like it's be worth it, but that probably is a little fair.
Well, I'd
'cause,
probably
like,
just put it on a Demon Prince.
Yeah.
Then, because you can't fight twice anyways, and a Demon Prince couldn't fight twice. So you just put it on a Demon Prince. Demon Prince rolls its 7 attacks. For every 6, it does 3 more attacks. You can get a lot of attacks. It's pretty good, and all you did was invest 1 Warlord trait.
Yeah.
Or if you cast Prescience, then on a 5 or a 6, you get 3 more attacks, and then you just do a lot of attacks. It's not a big deal. If it's an
That's
Imperial
true.
target, then on a 5 or a 6, you do 4 more attacks.
That's really good. Man, the
Keep
flawless toast.
rolling. Keep rolling.
What? Come on.
Oh
Uh,
no, we're gonna get copyright struck.
oh, dude, it's already happening. We're
Oh no.
getting.
Kiss that Twitch partnership goodbye, boy. Keep
No.
your day job, kiddo.
Like I could quit my day job ever. Don't you know I'm lower middle class?
Speaking of quitting day jobs, subscribe using Twitch Prime. Your mom's Amazon Prime account can be linked to your Twitch account, so you can subscribe using Twitch Prime. It'll give us exactly 250. Is it
$5.
250? You get the entire
Get the
$5.
full five, yeah, for
How come?
subscribers. But like, I have to share ad revenue.
But you. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, that's where they get
Well,
their
it gives $5. $5 is a lot. This
$5
is
is so
cooler than I
much,
thought.
dude.
Please use your mom's Amazon Prime account.
So that way I can quit my day job.
Yeah, or at least buy coffee. This poor guy can't. He doesn't even have coffee.
We're out of coffee.
He's drinking Natty Ice or something. I don't know.
Natty Ice. That's
This guy
disgusting.
needs more money.
What is wrong with you? All right,
What's wrong with you? You're the one that doesn't have any Twitch Prime subs.
I have some. All right,
Not
so
enough to buy a better beer.
this is true. All right, but anyway, as always, send any of your questions at all of the details up at the top. Todd, point to the Twitter for me.
Is it this one?
Yep,
Am I getting it?
yep.
Oh,
There you go. Yep, right there. Okay, so, hit us up on Twitter. It's at Hitchhiker Mind. All the rest are up there. And any questions about how the army works, or like movement phase, or if you want to know how to play it a little bit better on the table, or if you have an idea that you're like, hey, you forgot of this, or you think maybe you can patch some of the holes in his army, and which I doubt. You never know. Uh, uh, you know, hit us up. Or if you want to, maybe we can convince Todd to post some pictures of his in progress army, because it looks pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good looking army so far. But anyway, with any last thoughts for the lovely, beautiful people, the beautiful people.
thanks for watching my show. Please tune in again. Watch VODs for anything that you are interested in. Check out the VODs. There's a lot of good content in the VODs. I don't think we ramble on for too long typically, so you're probably gonna get what you're looking for, if as long as you read the name of the VOD and then watch the VOD that you're interested in.
That is true. Yeah, we try to keep it. We try not to be too long-winded, so you don't have to listen to like all of the filler. We try to get to the point, get on with it, so that way, because we've all watched those YouTube videos where you're like, I just wanted this small bit of information, and then you're like,
And then the person's like, 13 years ago when my dad died, he left me his Rubik's Cube, and I made it my destiny to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube, and now I'm here teaching you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. But before that, 4 minutes of this story about my dad.
And that's why I play Rubik Marines. Anyway, here's how I built the list. Some silly stuff like that. So, with that, yeah, thank y'all for watching. We'll be back again next Thursday with, let's see, we'll figure out the topic between now and then. But yeah, it's gonna be 40K. It's gonna be Warhammer. It's gonna be fun, or it could be 30K. That has been really fun to dive into a little bit lately. And if your last show 30K, VOD is up, and we'll catch y'all later.
Deuces.